I know this sounds crazy, but the country that once treated football like an afterthought might be the country that changes everything. Not Brazil, not Argentina, not England, the United States. And if you're thinking, wait, isn't football way more popular everywhere else? You're absolutely right. But that's exactly why this story is so interesting. Because right now, something is happening in America that could completely reshape the future of the world's biggest sport. By the end of this video, you'll understand why millions of people believe the USA could become football's next superpower, why FIFA is betting heavily on America, and why the 2026 World Cup might be the turning point that changes everything. Let's start with a simple question. How can a country that isn't even considered one of football's best teams have the power to change the entire sport? The answer isn't goals. It's money. A lot of money. Football is already the most popular sport on Earth. Compare that to some sports, where new viewers need lengthy explanations just to understand what's happening. Football is incredibly beginner-friendly. That's a huge advantage in the digital age. But let's zoom out even further. Because the biggest reason the USA could change football forever is arriving in 2026. The FIFA World Cup. And not just any World Cup. The biggest World Cup ever. For the first time in history, the tournament will feature 48 teams instead of 32. More countries, more matches, more fans, more stories. And America will be at the center of it all. Think about the scale. Millions of visitors, billions of viewers, cities transformed into football festivals. For many Americans, this will be their first real exposure to World Cup fever. And once people experience a World Cup, something funny often happens. They get hooked. Even people who never cared before. Every 4 years, we see the same pattern. Someone watches one match, then another. Then suddenly, they're arguing about tactics online. The World Cup has a strange ability to create football fans. And in 2026, the United States will host that experience on a massive scale. But the World Cup isn't the only major event changing things. Let's talk about Lionel Messi. When Messi moved to Inter Miami, it wasn't just a transfer, it was a signal. For those unfamiliar with football, Messi is often considered one of the greatest players ever. Imagine if one of the biggest global entertainers suddenly decided to perform.
The same idea could apply to football. American companies already dominate technology, media, advertising, and entertainment. Now those industries are becoming increasingly connected to football. Streaming platforms want football content, brands want football sponsorships, social media platforms want football creators. Everyone wants a piece of the world's most popular sport, and America is becoming a major hub for all of it. There's another fascinating trend most people don't notice. Football is uniquely positioned for younger audiences. Attention spans are shrinking. People consume content faster than ever. A football match has constant action, global stars, dramatic moments, and endless storylines. One goal can create headlines around the world. One upset can become international news. The sport naturally fits the internet era, and America happens to lead many of the platforms where internet culture spreads. That's a powerful combination. Now, let's address the obvious question. Could this all fail? Of course. Sports history is filled with predictions that never happened. Football still faces competition from established American sports. Building lifelong fans takes time. Changing culture doesn't happen overnight. But here's what makes this moment different. For the first time, nearly every major trend is moving in football's favor. More young players.